We've been talking about these beards and guys with beards and prophets with beards and preachers throughout time and different ones that's had beards. It's amazing to me how many blessings have been just thrown away over something so trivial. Over time. I remember years ago, and most people have heard my family sing, hired family gospel singers. Most people have heard my family sing, heard my dad sing, and what kind of the anointing that comes through. The Holy Ghost uses them, man, and people get saved under their singing, and people get saved under their ministry, and he's been straight up told that he's not truly delivered, not fully delivered, because he had a beard and wasn't allowed on the pulpit in different churches and different places, man, saying that he wasn't fully delivered, wasn't really saved because he hadn't shaved his mustache and beard, and just amazes me how many blessings gets just thrown away, thrown to the side over nothing, like they don't matter. People have paid a price for the anointing. People have paid a price to get what they've got with God. People have went through a lot of work and worry and turmoil and trials and tribulations to get something with God, and pay a price to get to where you are. And then we look at them and cast them to the side and just forget about them, look over them simply by first appearances. Casey preached the other day here over there at Bowling Green Praise and Worship, man. He brought it up about an egg. He said, if I'm going to eat an egg, when I get an egg, I want what's inside. He said, I don't care what the shell looks like. The shell's not what I'm after. I'm after what's on the inside. And it's the same with God. And he turned it around, and it's the same with God. That God wants what's on the inside. The shell could be cracked. The shell could be all different colors. It don't matter what the outside looks like. What we're after is what's on the inside of that shell, right? And the thing about a beard, that's happening on its own. People that don't have a beard, now there's a lot of reasons not to have one. If you're a firefighter, EMS, things like that, where they have to wear oxygen, they don't need facial hair because it don't seal up. They don't get a good seal. They have to get that oxygen mask on there, and a lot of different situations, call for different things. But people that don't have a beard, they have to shave it every day. Every day. And I've something I've been considering here this evening. And I talked to my wife earlier and stuff. We was getting pretty hungry, I was ready to go get something to eat a while ago. And after eating yesterday, 2 days worth of food yesterday, but by this afternoon, it's like you hadn't eaten in a week. If you have to eat every day, you have to eat something every day, or you start getting hungry, man. You start getting feeling sick. Your head starts hurting. You get the stomach pains. You get all these different things if you don't eat every day. So that reminds me that we have to come every day to God. We have to come every day to the Master's table. We have to come every single day and get our food for the day from the Lord. The spiritualness, these bodies have to live. We have to nourish these bodies. But the spiritual man, he needs to be fed every single day. And if he's not fed every single day, he starts to feel weak. If we don't put in more than we're taking out, we get weak, we get weary, we get upset. You start getting a little hangry. I've preached that. Y'all have heard me preach that before. They get a little hangry. The hunger that makes them angry. You know what I'm saying? So every day, man, we need to make sure we're feeding the spiritual man more, and as much, or at least as much as we're feeding these bodies. But it's just something God kind of showed me earlier. Every day you need to come, son. You need to come every day, and it came from this conversations about the beards. If you don't have a beard, you have to shave it every day to keep it off. If you don't have a mustache, you have to shave it every day to keep it off. Usually, a lot of guys, by the end of the day, they have that 5 o'clock shadow, So, and God used that to show me, once again, son, you need to come every day, and get fed. Because yesterday's meal wasn't good enough for today. Yesterday's meal was good at the time, but it was yesterday's meal. You need the meal for today. I've got something for you for today. Yesterday's was for yesterday. Yesterday's gone. what I've got for you today. God is saying, I've got something for you today, right here, right now. I need the anointing for today. I need the Jesus for today. I need the word for today. All right. I'll leave you all alone. God bless you.